Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Aaron Rian with the Brokerage House, and I help thousands of agents make millions of dollars in commissions in the real estate industry. And today, we're here to talk about buyers having the upper hand in today's real estate market. So we're in the summer of 2022, and now buyers have a little more control than they did 45, 60, 90 days ago. And so what do I mean by that? So in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what it means to be a buyer in today's market. And if you're representing those buyers, what does that mean for you as a real estate agent? So we're going to talk about, why do buyers have the upper hand? Well, I think that there's a couple of things that are playing into why buyers have a little more say in the process than they did 90 days ago. And so the first thing that has had an immediate impact on the market are the rising, you might want to call them skyrocketing, mortgage interest rates. They are going through the roof. In a period of 2 weeks, we saw rates almost double, and now they're over 6.5%. And so that caused a stall in the market. So remember, a lot of those buyers, because it happened so quickly, got priced out of the market, especially in that sub $400,000 price point, where we saw a lot of buyers, especially first-time home buyers, who were stretching their budget to buy their first house, get kicked out of the market. Because that rate increase that took place, a couple months back, I think it was right around March or April, what happened when rates doubled? It added $200 or $400 a month in mortgage payment to those people's mortgage. That caused a lot of them to say, I can't afford this house. I can't afford a house in the $400,000 price range. And their mortgage lender was saying, okay, I know you were pre-approved at a house for $400,000 that was maybe $1,800 a month or something like that. But now with rates going up, to get that same $1,800 payment, you have to buy a house that's maybe $325,000 or $300,000. That had a big impact on buyers. So that's the first thing. The second thing is because of rising rates, we saw fewer transactions take place. So that means that there were more homes available on the market because fewer homes sold over the last 60 days. So what does that mean for buyers? Well, that means that with fewer homes selling, there's more inventory. So we're not having to go out and write offers on every house, no matter if you kind of like it, maybe you even don't like it, but you just need a house. Buyers can now take their time a little bit and actually find something that they really like. So more inventory, buyers can be pickier, they can take a little bit more time. So that's having an impact on the market right now. You gotta remember too, when buyers have more choices, they can write offers that aren't going to be at full list or even over. So if you remember 90 days ago, the majority of homes were selling with multiple offers. There were escalating price points, waiving inspections, waiving appraisals. Now we're seeing that come to an end. Very rarely are we seeing homes with 10, 12, 13 offers with ridiculous terms. Now we're seeing a lot of times the sellers having to give on price a little bit, maybe coming down just a little bit to make a deal happen. And then they're still having an inspection. They're still having appraisal contingencies, all that good stuff. So we are seeing a little bit of that in the marketplace right now. There are other things that are impacting the buyer and seller market, skewing it more towards buyers. And that is, we're seeing more price reductions in the market. So if you go on to Zillow, Realtor.com, you punch in a city, you're going to see a lot of price adjustments with the down arrow, meaning that a lot of sellers are reducing their price right now, meaning that their properties aren't selling for what they want. They're putting them on the market, they're not getting their price. And that is a challenge for a lot of sellers who got spoiled by the market, or they still believe that we're in the market that we were in 60, 90, 120 days ago. You want to pay attention to all of that stuff when you're a buyer going into the marketplace. So what does it mean for real estate agents who are out there representing buyers? It means that you don't have to waive a lot of your ridiculous terms or give them ridiculous terms, like you were having to do 60, 90, 120 days ago. So you're not typically going to have to waive your inspection, waive your rights to an inspection. You're not going to have to waive your appraisal contingencies. You should be able to go in write an offer, maybe it's not even full price, and still get the deal done. That's the market that we're in right now as of July 2022. So think about that. When you're representing a buyer and you go in, you're going to have a little more time also. You're not going to have to write that offer right then and there. You might be able to wait a day and be able to get that offer in to the seller. So remember, you're going to get your buyers typically a lot more favorable terms. You're not going to have to do ridiculous things in order to get your offers accepted. And the truth is, it's just going to be a lot easier process for your buyers. Do keep in mind though, your buyers are going to be working with rising rates. So one of the things that you want to make sure of is that once you do get them pre-qualified, get them out and find them a property as soon as possible so that they can lock their rate so that they're protected against rising interest rates. But you've got to identify that property before a lender typically will lock that rate. So those are some tips for you. If you're a buyer thinking about buying a house in today's real estate market, that's what you're dealing with. Agents, realtors, that's what you're dealing with if you're representing buyers. It's not as bad as it was 90, 120 days ago. It's a little easier to get deals done, and we're going to start to see that market start to level out. You know, right now it's still a seller's market, but I think we're going to see it level out a little bit to where it's even going to be more of a level playing field with inventory levels going up, prices starting to stable out. I think we're going to see a much more stable market for both buyers and sellers. Thank you again for watching our video. If you're a fan of the content that we put out, if you're a fan of this video, hit the thumbs up button down below. Also, if you're a fan of our content, hit that subscribe button. Encourage us to make more content. If you have questions about the market, if it's a buyer's market, if it's a seller's market, if you're an agent out there and you're wondering, what do I need to do to be successful in representing buyers or sellers, leave a comment down below. We look at all that stuff, we review them, and we'll answer you. So again, we appreciate you watching and hope you have a great day.